By the way, the Biden administration has begun issuing denials to Afghans seeking to immigrate to the United States. We've been talking about that. Okay, here's a perfect example of jumping ahead of the curve. Because here's a situation where Biden said we're going to make sure that every Afghan gets out of Afghanistan who is in danger, who helped us. And then there was a huge backlash of many Americans. What are you going to have? 100,000, 150,000 Afghans come into the United States on all of these humanitarian paroles. Meanwhile, perhaps my family member has been waiting for 5-10 years. Right. I mean, there's a lot of first-time Americans who have filed brothers and sister cases for their brothers and sisters, 10-15 years. Yep. Let alone all of the Americans who've been here for generation after generation. Many in the pumpkin states saying, why do we want more immigrants?
Right.
So it's a huge backlash against Biden. Again, people going against Biden not for their economic interests, but because of too much change too quickly.
Yeah.
And as a result, Biden has done a U-turn on this as well. Immigration lawyers and advocacy groups, they say the government has now set insurmountable barriers to getting parole applications approved. In my particular office, I haven't seen a parole application approved yet.
Oh, really?
I haven't seen one. We filed a bunch. We're still waiting.
Still waiting.
I haven't heard one way or the other. But according to news reports, denial letters are starting to come in, and they're requesting such onerous documentation that almost it's getting to the point where it would be virtually impossible to get an Afghan in who may be in danger in Afghanistan because either that particular person assisted the United States of America while the U.S. was there, or their family member assisted, and now they're in hiding because of what their family members did. Immigration lawyers, advocacy groups say that the standard to get the parole applications approved is insurmountable. Jill Marie Bussi, a director of Lutheran Immigration and Refugee Services, told Axios that a 2017 USCIS training manual explicitly provides instruction that they may grant parole to individuals who are facing fear of harm. All right. However, that could be many people in the country. And can you imagine a midterm election where there's hundreds of thousands of Afghans being allowed into the United States? It's very political.
Yeah.
Okay. So, sadly for the Afghans, nobody cares about them. Because Biden's trying to save his own hide, and he's imagining what the world in the United States would look like in terms of an election in 2022 with, this happening. Not only Afghans coming in, but Afghans jumping the line of others who've been waiting.
Yeah.
There's 75,000 Afghans who are considered vulnerable, who potentially or have already filed for these parole applications. And roughly an additional 35,000 evacuees are waiting at military bases in the United States to resettle either in the United States or in another country.
It's a lot.
Yes. Thanks for watching. For more Brad Show Live, like and subscribe to our YouTube channel.